Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I was um, building this prototype idea, and at some point, I said I will do some live, but it will be rather short, hopefully 1 hour and a half, because most of the code has been written. And then I will do another from the beginning. But I wanted to share the following. So the idea is the one that picked in the thumbnail for this live session. You get an emoji from the user, one of these. And there will be more in here, one of these emojis, and you click give me a song, give me a song, and the web application will provide you with the name of a song, reflecting what this emoji entails. So perhaps you um, feel like in love or in a party, and the system will say, "Okay, here's a song for you." That's the idea, and it's not a killer application, but it's a good way to get you started with these technologies. Which technologies? Which one? Well, here is one of them, LangChain. Uh, First and foremost, let me talk to you about this deep learning AI because I recently had the opportunity to review some of these uh, training courses by Andrew Ng and this guy, Harrison Chase, the co-founder of LangChain, so very well explained. And but all of this content is on Jupyter notebooks. And from the very beginning, I was saying, okay, this is in Jupyter notebooks, but I would like to see it on my local machine. So I decided to build this idea, and I did it in the local machine. Right? So this is a Python REPL session. You're seeing that here it is. Basically, you have to know a little bit of Python. Then you have to start a virtual environment. You know, here it is activated. Activated. We have one activated in here. Look at this. And then install. It's not necessary. You can do it without this, but it's recommended to avoid conflicts between libraries. And what else? Then you install the libraries that you are going to use. In our case, is where Mistral AI, which takes me to the next. Um, where is Mistral? Okay, here's this Mistral. Well, let me. Uh, okay, they don't require a credit card, so you can try their. Well, I don't remember to be honest. I did this 1 year ago. Well, most likely they are not requiring a credit card for you to get started using their free trial. Okay, so I am using Mistral as my LLM provider. What did I say? LLM, large language model. Okay, but instead of giving you a speech or some sort of explanation, I will invite you to think of these LLMs. Of course, it will be always good to know the most you can afford to know about these technologies you are using. But if not, then you can think of an LLM as a black box. No. And here is your application. Okay. And you make uh, calls, requests, invocations. You're getting in touch with this black box that says LLM, and you are getting some answers in return. But you need to adhere to certain structures to perform these invocations. And LangChain will help you to achieve, among other things, this part. But what I want to say here is that you can use these LLM providers without without worrying about oh, I need to know everything, or I need to spend 50 hours reading a book. Again, the more you can afford to know, the better. But if not, you can take a practical approach and say, I don't care. This is a black box. I don't care what's inside. I will send this request with this information, and this thing will give me some answers. That's all I care. You can think, you can get started in this way. Okay. So what else? If you are developing from several years ago, you can think of these APIs that were available in which you just consume the API. Okay, you send a request and you get an answer. That's all. Where is this thing? Here's the LangChain website. I opened this because it is very well documented. They have three products, but we are using LangChain. And look at this. I've been skimming. Well, taking examples from here, you can choose your product in here. And we are using Mistral. Where is Mistral? Here it is, Mistral. But there is other products. There are other products in here. So grab your favorite and take the code right from their website. Okay. And yeah, with all that being said, I am developing my prototype in this website called Python Anywhere, which is again another website, amazing website that does not require a credit card for you to get started. Uh, they are very generous with the free layer, and you can deploy your Python application right in here, and you get your Python Anywhere, and the name of your application right in here, which is cool. Since this most of the code is in these trainings available are written in Python, even when there are bindings for other programming languages uh, by the community, I decided to okay, it's Python being used. Okay, I can do. I know one or two things about Python, and there is this amazing website, so I will use Python. And I decided to go with Django as a web framework. But for the first part, I was doing it locally without any web framework. It's very simple. You just import the classes that you are going to use. These are most likely classes. These are probably functions. Okay, and then you initialize your model. If you want the inner workings of this, then you like to take a basic training on this. Other than that, you just can tweak these numbers. And what is good to know a little bit of this. Then the request and the invocation to the model and the response. There are lots of comments in here because I was doing some trial and errors. So yeah, basically that's it. The explanation of the overall thing. So without further ado, let me see how many minutes I have invested explaining the thing. 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Okay, no code for 11 minutes as always with my sessions. Uh, okay, I decided also to do the write the application right inside Python anywhere. Most likely you will want to do it locally for faster uh, faster results. Only deploy to Python anywhere. I think they are providing code editor, but I think it's more suitable to probably they're doing it because if you want to try something very quick, some quick fix, you can do it. You can do it. The thing right in here. Uh, okay, I'm going to open this one, and they also have good documentation. I will all help. Yes, you will see the link to the documentation right when you're entering this website. They um, have a way to guide you to implement the Django tutorial inside Python Anywhere. Following the Django tutorial inside Python Anywhere, which is great. Now here's the code editor. I decided to do it and the prototyping here because it's very it's a small thing, and I I'm trying to see if there is such a thing as developing and deploying right away, right from within the same provider. Everything happening inside the provider, the cloud provider. Yeah, I have, but probably it's a better idea to use it for a quick fix that you might have in hand. Talking about quick fix, I tried my prototype. Okay, let me explain you this thing. So I decided to go with Django. As you know, you can have a console in Python anywhere, like in here, and you can install your libraries. But Django was already there because I did it 1 year ago. Uh, the Django exploration. I mean, I've been going into Django living for many years with several years without uh, taking a look into that. But there are some technologies that I'm always going back. And what else? So this is a Django application, a Django project. Look at this, and this is the application within the Django project that you can learn about in the Django tutorial. And in here I have my file. Again, this is almost done. The prototype. It's very simple. There are some uh, styles to be applied, but that's all. I'm not going crazy about this. So where's the code? Okay, let's hear this. Talking about going back to the quick fix. I have one fix to implement. If I click here, this. How do you feel today? I feel like this. I do know this emoji. Probably you might be saying, but this is you can do this with the existing AI assistants, like a pilot or any other assistant. I agree with you, but I wanted to explore this technology, and this appeared to me like a good idea. And besides, I think while they are aiming to answer answer everything, you can I think you can compete with these guys with this big tech in or not compete, right? Let's. I think we have a chance as a software developers to build focused AI applications, right? Of course, they will be able to integrate the solution very quickly, but I think the opportunity is in very focused, specific application. And this is a very basic thing to do. Of course, you can copy paste the emoji into the AI assistant tool, and it will give you the name of a song. But I'm also thinking that perhaps the AI program might start the conversation. I was thinking into some sort of a subscription in which the system sends the notification, push the notification to the subscribers. How do you feel today? And the user is like eating or you know, feeling depressed in their beds, or I don't know, being happy. And the notification arrives, and right to their faces the emojis, so they don't think about anything else at that moment. Or a lot of emojis have their appeal like this. Click the emoji, and the song arrives. If they want to hear it, they hear it. If they don't, well, they don't. But in here, we are not going too far. That's the ultimate uh, uh, form that I am thinking about. But in here, we are just clicking the emoji and receiving the title of the song, and probably searching in YouTube for the song, so the user can uh, listen to the song. Being realistic, no one will. I suppose very few people will go to a website to ask, how do I feel? Okay. Well, who knows? So I'm going to click here to find our quick fix to implement. So it says we have a key error because we are sending a string. Okay. These things have being associated with some values like numbers. I built the form here at the front end with HTML instead of going with Django forms, which I will explore later. So here this, look at this, sorry, and it's a string. And what do we have in here? Okay, we are doing this integers, which takes me to another elaboration of the design of this prototype. Instead of going with just one word for any given emoji, I decided to associate feelings to the emoji. And for love, we have affection, devotion, fondness, tenderness, and randomly one of those will be selected if the love emoji arrives. And someone will say, "Why are you doing this without dark theme? You are always using dark theme whenever it's possible." Yes, but will be they will implement this later in the near future, and it's great. It's very quickly in here. So we need to fix the arriving string as 20, and in here I again have this session, REPL session, in which I tried the choice on random. It's a good thing to have. And Java has JShell. Other programming languages also includes these things. That's great. And then the map or dictionary. And what else? Oh yeah. Then the conversion. And here I remembered about this try except construct with the Python. So we are going to implement this. If you want, um, I have in my channel I have one recommendation about how to get you started with Python. With one of the best training available. So I'm going to implement this, and instead of writing an exception, I'm going with the 500 error or telling the user, you know what, just uh, try another emoji because there are people that are perhaps, I don't know, messing with your program and sending strings, finding ways to send you, I don't know, unreliable data. So instead of writing this error, you will answer with love. So I will say try and then accept. Again, I will taking a look at the keyboard from time to time. And if this is the case, I'm not pricing anything, but I'm just returning love. I answer with love most of the time. Okay. Other than that, we try to convert the. I was about to reassign the parameter, but it's not a good idea. That's why in Java you uh, place the final keyword in here. It's recommended to avoid these practices. Okay, it's all about software engineering best practices, right, fellows? So we will find another. We will declare another variable, and okay, the music has stopped, so I need music. Music is cool. Let me see, 24 minutes, 25 minutes. No go, Caleb. What's wrong with you? Okay, so the Lord of the Rings, and again the Lord of the Rings. Of course, you are not able to hear it because I muted the desktop audios to avoid. And there are the official uploads by the composers, but there are also compilations of this soundtrack. Okay. Okay. Now let's find a way to declare available and find a way to, because I don't want to. And this is what happens with me. I tend to think a lot of the implications of the code, and perhaps it's all about just throwing all the code that you can as fast as you can and hit the market. But I have this tendency of saying, oh, I don't want to uh, put this inside the try because there is no way that this can raise an exception, so it shouldn't be here. But perhaps I just should stop all this thinking, overthinking, and okay, here's all the code in the world. I will just type fast and hit the market and other applications. I don't know. I saw this video. I don't feel bad about it because I saw this video in which Peter Norvig is saying that that's great for people to write code at the speed of light, but sometimes you have to make some reflections. I'm not saying I am a better software developer than everybody else, but I think finding the balance between the two approaches is a way to go. So now let's put another alarm so I can shut up and delivering at this thing. Another hour, and we call it as a live session of Caleb talking again. Okay, I'm going to try to convert this. Uh, Again, looking at the keyboard and at the same time thinking how I'm going to do this. But I think found I found it. Emoji. Let's say emoji and int emoji emoji ID. We can say emojint. I don't know about you. This I remember this being called some sort of in which you prefix the type to the variable of bypass in the university. Someone teacher said that. Let's stick with emoji. Um, okay, in emoji, and that's all. If there is an exception, I return love. If there is no exception, if there is an exception, uh, I continue, and this will feel redundant, because emoji uh, is associated uh, with love, which is his love, which is his right away. You again, love, love. So this is quite redundant, if you will. Mojit, mojit, mojit. and Emoji. So I will place this right here again because to be able to have another feelings instead of associated with love instead only love. No, love is love. It's okay if the data is corrupted somehow or it's not an int. We will return love, and if it doesn't, then it will arrive as this is wrong. This is wrong. Did you see why this is so wrong? This is wrong because look how things happen in code. Because uh, emoji it's being assigned one. Let me think, and then we try. Okay, if something goes wrong in here in the trying the conversion, the casting, then we return love. But if it doesn't, emoji stays with one. Emoji stays with what is it here? Okay, it's okay. Yeah, this should fix it. Yeah, this should fix it. And you save your code and your changes. If this was a quick fix, then you go to the dashboard and reload your application. And it's reloading. And now it's done, and let's see what happens in here. Okay, now let's try this. You, of course, will want to test this in the right way, in the recommended way. Django has a section. Firstly, let's see if that fixed the thing, or most likely there's a celebration by Cool and the Gang. Do you know this song? Uh, I'm very happy about this because the error has gone, okay, for the first. And then I'm very happy of the capabilities of the computer systems at this point of time. And tend to think of all the guys, all the persons, all the struggles, people that came behind that came before us, and think, oh, what the most iconic person, what Alan Turing will think about this, seeing this thing working. It's amazing. I'm happy because of that, and because the error has gone, and because you are being able to build these things without being a great legendary mathematician. Okay, so celebration. So the number two was sent. Why? Because in the code, where is this thing? In the code, we have celebrate. Uh, and the number two was sent. So most likely choose celebrate. And celebration by Cool and the Gang. And here's another thing I asked. This comes from the Mistral engine model. Here's let me explain this thing to you. Try to explain this thing to you. And you will say, no, we don't explain anything. We write code. We want code. Okay. Uh, or we don't want code. We want, I don't know. Okay, so here's the static method. Let me show you the view for those people. Let me show you Django first. Well, because of the Django environment. Oh, okay. I was reading about this. Well, taking code from. So here's the Django website. Writing your first Django app, and it is explained in here that you have a project, your project, and then you have application. One of these, each of these files are explained as you saw that we have reviewed with Elixir. Uh, okay, and then look at this, how beautiful it is. And you write your thing. Look at this. This is the model part. And where is this overall? Your views. Which by the way, this thing was a little bit tricky yesterday. Uh, I will need to review this part, to be honest, because I am not using databases. Uh, okay, where is our test? I was talking about doing your test, and here it is explained. So do your test, testing. We are going to review this again for the styles. We are going to apply a style. I am hoping to be able to integrate tail one so I can forget about the responsiveness on my own. I am doing that with my website as an exercise. But for other applications, I'm just going with Bootstrap or tail one or any other framework that's available. So yeah, we are going to review this later. Okay, Django. I'm not sure if an explanation of Django is necessary because, yeah, take a look at the documentation. But anyway, you have your application, you have your apps, your your project, your apps, Emosongi. How are you going to pronounce this? It's one of those. We have our views and well, let me show you the URLs. When the user clicks oh my god, let me show you the templates. Here's the emojis. When the user clicks submit, it will go to the recommend view. And okay, here's the index. You saw the template. Now you're going to the recommend view, and I decided to go with this none emoji equals none, and perhaps this is not. I was taking a look at Django forms, but I didn't. I I am not using Django forms. Okay, so instead I went with this method of extracting the value on the radio buttons. If the user does not select any radio button and clicks give me a song, we are giving love away. Again, we are giving love to the user. And we say engine get song and we send the this number. In the case of one, we are sending this number. And in the case of two, we are sending the key, which was the that provoked that was the cause of the error. Now we are seeing where that key error was originating from. I tried with heart, love, uh, but I didn't test with party. So they are arriving like strings. So we can put some quotes in here, or we can leave it like that. And this thing, the casting, will still give you an int. If you give an int, they will give you an int. Okay. And this says engine get song emoji, and then render the recommendation template with the response, which you are seeing here, celebration by Cool and Vegan. So what's in the engine? Let me show you the template because it's rather simple. It's only a header with the response, and that's all. Do you think we can put this uh, value in here in the title? Now, where's engine? Oh, here's engine. I have explained it to you, this engine, get associated field, and then get song with emoji ID. Then we have model, this chat model, and in here you can, well, if you want to know what's going on in here, uh, look at this. In each chat model, but we're using Mistral. And in here it provides the model name. In the provider, we have several providers in here. But if you need more, if you need more, um, if you're saying, okay, where do I set the temperature or any other parameter max token? Then you can suppose you can click here. I did it with Google, but let's use this. Oh, look, it's here, which is great. It is already pasted. Let's see if that's the case. Let's copy this and then click here. Oh my God, this is amazing. Look at this. This is great. LangChain chat models because you have copied this. This is very convenient. This is a great thing for LangChain to have. They avoid you clicking, typing another. Great. The more convenient for the user, the better. The more easy, convenient for the user, the better. And in here we have the documentation for image chat model. Look at this, how many providers, model providers, and configurable fields, which is also, where is this thing here? And you might say, oh my God, I don't, I'm done. What's this anyway? Well, you can continue to uh, look, and in here you are seeing that they are setting up more parameters, and you do the same with your needs, taking into account your own needs. I said set also the temperature to zero, which I learned in deep learning. That is to have the randomness, reduce the randomness. Okay, and the max tokens 64. I am using this model, and you can use any other model. You can spend your entire day exploring all of these things. There's a lot of things available for you to become with your application that will take us as a species to another level of progress. Okay, so here's the prompt, the one that you write into your AI assistant tool. Tell me one song expressing emotion. This one. This is the template. Okay. Just the name of the song and who's performing. Avoid explanation. Avoid explanations and descriptions because the system was providing you an elaboration of the song. Why it selects? Why did the system go with that answer, justifying their answer, and it was providing an rich, a rich lecture on the song. But since the ultimate form of this will be to search in YouTube and show you the video, you can click play. Uh, I asked in the prompt to say, just give me the name of the song, and that's all. Then we have the prompt template. We get the associated feeling to have some more options. And then we have this chain that you can learn about in LangChain, in deep model, in deep learning, deep model. And then you invoke the chain with the feeling and response, and you know, return the content. That's it. That's Emosongi or Emosongi. Emosongi. Overall, now I need to finish this. Well, that's the how the thing works. Mm, since this is a prototype, once you have a prototype, a working prototype, uh, you know, this is great. This is a good song. To be honest, I'm very happy with the result in here. And what, someone will say, come on, it's 2025, and this guy is redirecting you to another uh, page. And ideally, in an application, you will have When you click the emoji, one click, look at this, one click, emoji, 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 then you don't need to give another click. Okay, but that's the ultimate form of the application. You click the emoji and you ideally you should be loading another page. Nothing wrong with that. But there should be a, I would say this is from the past and a Jack's call to load another part of the website. Right here, more content in the same page. Right here, the video, emojis, video. Look at this, emojis over here, lots of emojis. One click, one video being loaded in this part. If the thing, if the user comes with a small device, then you reduce the space of these emojis to a button. Emojis get displayed. Choose the emoji, and your video loads in most of in the taking more space than the emojis. Another thing is to grab URLs. I don't know if these music providers like Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music have APIs in which you can perform a search, and they give you some links so you can present the links to the Spotify, link to the YouTube Music, and you choose where do you want to hear the recommended song. But enough talk. Let's continue. It will be the same. Let's try with this smiley face. Don't worry, we have you. But most of you most likely know this song. Let's try again because I have to take a look. There's something happening with this, but I'm not sure if I'm going to try to quote unquote fix that in a live session because it can take me 3 hours. Instead, I would like to use these hours to continue with this part. And then what's happening is the following. Something by the Beatles. This is a love song. This is indeed a love song. Great song, by the way. This is where, let me explain to you what's happening. If you have love or any other feeling, any other emotion, I'm going to run this code inside here. Let me minimize this. Oh my god. Get out of here. So I'm going to, okay, it's love. Well, we are unauthorized. Yeah, I'm not doing that here because I don't want for you to see my key API. API key. This is expired, but I don't want to place the recently created in here. So I will have to show you in the web application. So instead of sending some feeling, you are going to we're going to use just one word in here. The celebration. What's happening? I'm going to reload this thing. This is just to show you. I'm not going to fix this in this session. on this session, in this session. Okay, this is not necessary. And we have hard code. Look, I'm not going to send anything, but still we have. Look at this celebration by Kulan Degan. Celebration by Kulan Degan. It's always the same song. Okay, so there is no way for me, in my opinion. I'm not sure what's happening. Uh, there should be more. The AI model, the trained model, should answer with more songs. There are gazillions of songs talking about celebration, gazillions of songs talking about uh, love, and we are getting the same result each time. I'm not sure if it is related to the fact that we are using this model. It's the small one, but I don't want to, I don't want to go into any cost in here. So uh, here's the small two, 2407. Oh, it has updated. It has been updated, I suppose. Yes, it was updated. The 2406 is no longer in there. Oh, here it is. I didn't look. We didn't look. We put 24 and it's 2006. Okay, let's use Mistral, Magistral, Voxtral, Mistral, Magistral, Mistral. It appeared twice. Oh, oh, here's the latest. Yeah, most likely. We'll need to provide more. Uh, take a look at the to, to some extra parameter. But I don't want to do that in this live session, which is not live coding session. Sorry, it was an explanation session, 1 hour explanation. And I will refrain myself to whether explain things or to title my my live session as coding sessions. If I intend to just talk. Like, where is the other parameters? So I need to decide if I'm going to fix that or continue with the application. So I will fix that later, and if I found the parameter associated with that, I will make a video on the topic. Okay, let's be fine writing quickly, which I doubt it. Okay, here they are. Okay, so okay, look at this. This is very well documented. And we have temperature that we have also over here. And okay, let me check. Okay, we have temperature and max tokens. And so someone will say, "Hey, so how do you know that you need to put this if you are just realizing that they are in here?" Well, this is adapted from training from edX, and in that training they were using Watson. And they do have oh my god, this. They have a free trial, but they do require a credit card. Okay, to take a look at this. They offering. So in the training, they already provide you the credentials. So it was all in the Jupyter notebook. About they were using this Watson. So I knew that the parameters were required. Okay. As I explained it to you, the temperature is explained in the deep learning training, but now I am finding all the available, uh, um, and these are also in the Mistral API. now that I remember, which is presented in this way. Look at this temperature, but they do have dot P that it is recommended to use dot P or temperature, but not the two. So that probably will show augment the temperature. And what else? Top P no, is not in here. That is justified. Max token, stream, stop, random. There are more in here. Okay, so let's augment. And look at this. Look at this. It's here, more random. Okay, so we are using zeros. That's why we are getting the same song. But and it's okay because we were testing. But now we can use 0.7. So they're recommending top T. So let's tweak this temperature to 0.7 and see how it goes. That's the insane. This is great. This is a good thing of these times. You just do some change and load your application. And it is. How do we know? How we will know is the thing that okay. Let us think. Re-celebration. It's hard code, and we still have celebration like you on the gun. So it's not the temperature. Oh, perhaps it's the same. Um, I don't know. Let's see. It's the same. So something. There's something else, but I don't want to fix this right now. I want to, not being like that and see because I would like to dig deeper into this, read stuff, and this IT is called live coding. So let's do some code. But certainly we will use 1 hour and a nine. Um, maybe video max entries. We were about to try another model. That's great. Okay, I know this. This is not the first time that I come up with this error. Uh, this is the second time that that the error appears. The other day was locally. This is related to the tire, free tire, but we are not like spending not even $1 in here. I guess, or maybe because this is the premium. This is the premier. Let's give it another try. The other day it got fixed within the second attempt. Just clicking this. Okay, so this looks different. At least it has two asterisks. What is the same sound? Even with the model, even and the error has disappeared. Again, another error. Most likely um, you know, and this is good because we should do a handling this exception when the service line because we are on a free tire. So say we can afford to recommend you a song. Uh, mm, yeah, it is related uh, to the limits. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go back to our level to our fellow small. What else we can do in this like quote unquote like live coding? Because doing all of this is quite the same. So the nucleus of this is the recommendation, being able to, if the word is the same, to be able, the model should be able to recommend more songs, even when using the same word, love. Also, you saw that it took, um, but again, this is always miscellaneous. The prototype is about having several recommendations, even when the work is the same. And then you can worry about the system taking its time. It was loading, but there were no visual clue in here about the loading. So whenever you click save, you can uh, put some image in here like loading, some circle, spinning circle. So the user know that something is happening instead of looking at this part of the web browser. But that's, all of that, it can be added with an issue. But I'm wondering if why these models are recommending the same song. Perhaps we should change uh, because we are explaining, we are asking the prompt to recommend one song. Tell me the name of the song. Tell me. Perhaps this changed, and this is called prompt engineering. Engineering. Let's see if that's the case. Tell me the name of a song expressing emotion. Just the name of the song of the survival. Of explanation. Okay, now we are engaged. Engaged. Prompt engineering is more than changing the prompts. Don't take this as something that I just said. Okay, it implies more things. I think he just to be safe, run on the thing and give him the song. Celebration by girl thing. I don't know if this is what it only likes one song. I suppose what can be happening? Now I am curious about what's going on. Let's go this thing for us half an hour, and then I will look for the answer for the recommendation locally using the API key. And if I found the solution, then I will make a video. Hey, if you are receiving this using these technologies, you need to change and following and quote the sources. Some websites that I will be reading. So since adding the other emojis is the same boilerplate, instead we are going to read the part Django part related to static files, so I can also benefit from this session. This tutorial begins with okay. But as I said, Look at this. Yesterday I was saying, oh, this is telling you exactly what to do. So, okay, let's first create a directory called static inside or emoji, Emosongi. And then we will deal with the thing. So call that Emosongi. Let's load in. And then we have templates, migrations, and now we need a static. I can't believe I closed the tutorial. Can you believe me? Static. So we'll be here. And look at these directories. You click and say static new directory. And it's loading. Look at this. And you are taken into your new directory. And we can start. We can continue. And there is the explanation on how these are searched for. Okay, Emosongi, another directory. And here we are going to create a style. And look at this, we are taking it. We are taking it. The background color, black color, green, font weight, border. It's like I know one or two things of CCS, but it's only the very shallow knowledge. What else? The that's it. For the time being, then we care about. Then we will take care of the radio buttons. And then we are, okay, they are doing this. We are going to copy paste this. so I can avoid, about static. And you can put links inside with this tag, the static tag. And you have load static. Great. Okay. So I'm just going to copy paste this link because I know this should be inside the head. For us, it's Emosongi. Okay, time flies. And let's put the loading up at the top. I'm not sure. If this is wrong and should be another place, we will fix it. Oh, yeah, because it contains Python code, Django code. So a lot. I was thinking, no, it's okay. No, not even an error, not even an error. Or refuse to apply style from. Um, this is great. It says that the type it's text HTML, so we need more information. This okay. I remembered about something of the past month, so that's why I did this nodding. But let's continue. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay, so there is no more. Well, it was on here. I will need to take a look. Whether to look for the error or take a look on my own. Well, this is missing the real style sheet. Yes, it's in here. Or we can use W3 schools because I remember the name. My God, where is this thing? All right. Okay. Well, oh my God, it's not. It does not have um, the type, but I remember link real estate sheet. Link real estate sheet. So this is okay. We were unable to find the code in here, but uh, most likely we will need to get rid of this doc type and HTML and these two because or look for the entire okay. I'm not sure if these guys have their entire project in GitHub, the tutorial, to see because I do have the doc type. Tutorial. Okay, yesterday was taking a look at this code. Look at this. So yeah, uh, I don't want to get rid of those tags, but it seems that would be the case. And this is how the thing is completed, and this is how it's presented in this Django tutorial. This is the Django way. So whether I find how to add the type or I stick with this style and get rid of all this structure, head, HTML, title, body, and just do this. Most likely the configuration, the settings. No. Okay, according to this, yeah, the URL is wrong, but we did exactly what's been said here. Okay, so that's what. We don't have this. Okay, let's figure out this. I don't have this. Mm, okay, this thing, we don't have it. But let's see in Stack Flow. Getting dark in here. Oh, I said 1 hour. Okay, let's see what this guy is saying about the book. I haven't this on through because I am developing, not locally, but still developing. So your errors, uh, well elaborated errors explanations are always welcome. Okay, but I'm not sure if this is going to fix the thing. Most likely it has to do with the past. Okay, the same. Cool. So we can go back to true and still receive uh, well explained errors from Django, which is great because receiving generic errors out is not cool. So let's go back to false. True. Oh my god. Uh, Now what? Oh my god. This we did the same as these guys are saying. So let's go back to they are messing with the configuration. Okay, there is install app setting at the top of the file. Hope the names of the Django applications that are activated in this Django instance. Right here, content types, probabilities. This is a database stuff. This pure database stuff. Django country with static price. This thing. Okay, let's read. There we go. Okay, aside static and your pose static Emosongi and style. Okay, pose. Okay. No, this is not quite right. I don't understand this part. It says the static template tag is not available for use, like the one we generate, and then uh, Yeah, static URL. My app is static. My app, and then the resource app is static. My app. Okay, we did it right. Okay. Well, it is not explained here. Okay, so there was an answer. Okay, so this guy is saying that this is going to fix it. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's try it. But Okay, same error. Maybe type text there is not supposed to. I think it's not finding the path, as some guy said in Stack Overflow. If I click here, it says not found. Mm, View the static. You want to see? We use only else stuff, use static style, nothing. I'm not sure how the URL is constructed. The good thing is that we have it over here. This is the URL, but it's not here. How? Where? Where in the world this thing is now? Uh, uh, also subject, also style. Let me change something. We need to forget about the giant for some moment. Let's use three. So hopefully we'll show another template. We can see the URL. And then apply the structure to our CSS file. See how to fix it. Where is this thing? Okay, it says template ladder. It's about okay. Sunday. Yeah. So there is no. We cannot see where in the world this thing is looking for. It's getting dark in here. I'm not sure if you're able to see me. How can we access this? Let's clean what we have. Yeah, it's getting dark in here. Mm, we need to get rid of this one. Take a look. I'm sleeping. uh, Static. Video static. Oh my god, again. Let's reload this. You know, we can get away of this Python and static thing by integrating Taiwan. Taiwan. By adding this, and then because I'm, oh, we are making this. Let's see if this one. And then they add their own. With this, what we need. But then we can get another video on how to fix this our native CSS. I will add this and then come back to the CSS to fix the problem because now I want to know. Where is the index? Mhm. Get rid of it for the time being. Don't worry. We'll be back and see if this works. And let's actually put something to see if this thing is going to work. Okay, so this thing has now tailwinds. But to be honest, I want to. Okay, what? The browser will of tailwinds should not be used in production. To use tailwinds used in production, by plugin or post is in plugin. Okay, so it's saying that. Uh, it's saying that it shouldn't be used in production. And oh my gosh. and and it says the number. And it says that you want to use the byte plugin and post CSS plugin and all sorts of plugins. But to be honest, I am curious about the Django way. It's only one solution for your web applications. You just need to uh, get with the flow, know your Django way. It's it's very fast to build applications, prototypes or applications in Django. But you need to adhere to their conventions. And at the beginning, it's always you are in the darkness, poking several things until it becomes second nature. But I think let's see if in the Django tutorial I'm getting rid for the time being. This is we will use Tailwind for the responsive, but now I am really curious about the Django way. But I will leverage the Tailwind for the responsive part. GitHub, GitHub static. Oh, he only has one. This person only has one in here. Pulse, static, pulse, time. Okay. Okay, so this person only has one static static dash. This one. This is weird. We have the same website. Oh, default static 5 setting for Python anywhere. Static, two slashes. You know, let's get rid of this. Now that I remember, well, let's try. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh my. Now what? Oh, oh, what we didn't add. Oh, we're going to get rid of Taiwan. Control C. Reload. Okay, so reloaded. And we're back to the error, which is great. Now, mm, these guys definitely well. Okay, so my session is okay. So these guys have section. I remember that it has to do with following the Django tutorial within Python anywhere. And basically, that's what we are doing. We are adapting the Python tutorial. So forums can be like help. And in here we are looking for Django. We have a static file. Okay, Django. And okay, look at this. I'm going to drink some water and come back with you all. Okay, be right back. Besides the lights, I need to turn on the lights. So don't dismay, we're going back. Back. We have like 2 hours with this. Okay. How to follow the Django tutorial of Python anywhere? Let's click on this. We'll spend like 1 hour reviewing this. Amazing. And now you are able to now how do you yeah, this is cool. Let's focus because it's very it's night is we love Django. Okay. I'm about to change this file. I'm about to change this file. Yeah. Uh, because they have this recommendation, a little hack in here. So I'm just blindly copy paste this. We can study line by line the code. Python is very friendly in that uh, sense. In fact, I'm just going to comment this. So again, some import OS. We're going to comment this. For Django imports, so okay, they do have the imports below. And in here, we are doing it their way. Uh, they have this file was already in place, so I'm okay with going with this guy's recommendation. Why this? Because we have Caleb, but we have the project Caleb, Caleb, Caleb. Okay. So the username is the same as the project name. So I'm expanding this project name and finding this. Okay, most likely this may think what now it's taking care of the static file. It's the same. So that wasn't the problem. But we are sticking with the recommendation anyway. Let's quickly look at this like that. Let's quickly. Also, we need to do this collect static. We saw this in the tutorial. We said, okay, Python Anywhere is taking care of the thing. Okay, there's not here. Something else. So it's in the Stack Overflow. Why don't vote people? They are trying to help. Okay. Again, it's just my opinion. Maybe not Bob then, but no, don't Bob then. Okay, you will kill their initiative. Oh, I don't know, just don't mind me. Uh, yeah, okay. So I saw this colleague study somewhere. I don't want to open my console because I print something, my API key. Then again, we are back. So this guys, we're going to do this, but most likely this will not. There's something wrong with the past. Uh, Collect static. Okay, Python 3 point. Oh my God, we have several versions. We use 10. No, because now I am wondering what's in there. Oh yes, okay. We don't have things. Now we can run the Python collect static. Answer yes, and now see what's in there. Emosongi. Now it's in there. Can you believe it? Don't money again. So uh, okay, now you will find the thing because if you remember your URL, static, which is the folder that you saw, then Emosongi, and then style CSS. And so static, Emosongi, and style. So this should now the thing exists, but uh, uh, it should be here, in my opinion. Where is this thing? It should be here. Perhaps if they do have a repository, I will say, "Hey, come on, guys! Like, It took me 1 hour. Put something in here. It is here. For users which aren't generated by Django, like your station, you should always use selected bar. Uh, or maybe this only happens in development. And let us see if it works because the file now exists without reloading the application. And we got it. How do you feel today? How do you feel today? I feel like this, and we are going to listen and celebrate by Coolant again. So thanks to all the people that take their time to document their products. Look at this. These guys, Python Anywhere, have a lot of things. Look at this. They are also giving you a console for free for your website, which is amazing. Now I am interested in integrating my Python console in my website to see and how invite people to write code right next to the console. Mm, so these guys, Python Anywhere, take a look at them. Very well documented website. I have written a couple of emails to them, and they respond like immediately. They are great guys over there. Great culture. So thanks. And yeah, we have. There were three things that we needs to be done in here. Now we have tailwind. So run Python, collect static, do your thing, do it. Anytime you set up static for entering Python anywhere. That we did that. Optionally, you can use. And here's the even an example. This is amazing. Great. They don't have a donate button in here, but you can always sign up for the offers. I am not being paid for this. It's just when I find a great product, I get excited. I say, "This is great, great products, great people." You know, I always tend to, oh my God, this person is like another. Oh, you will be very blessed if you interact with these people. Something like that. At least in the past. Okay, enough talk again. But why will, why will I, why will we, why all of this? Because there is one thing. Of course, this can be achieved with tailwind and this color and this. But it's great, to know the Django way. And I did this because I want to get rid of these buttons, this uh, this element display, and the emojis will be enough for us. But the responsiveness will be leveraged to Tailwind. So we went through all this martyrdom to be able to, which of course it was possible also with Tailwind, but now we know this thing. Okay, I saved some bookmark yesterday, but I'm not sure if Where is the this thing? Where are the bookmarks anyway? No, no history. Bookmarks, sessions, contacts, feeds, bookmarks. Okay, yesterday I, my God, there are things that I have been relegating for years. Look at this, how to find points on a circle. This is for a geometry application idea. The extra interview, very, I recommended you this interview. Expert vivid the extra. Take a look at this interview. Oh my God, where is this thing now? Mathematics new folder. For maybe and they have a go. Pure. Okay, this was. So this person is. We are going to do this. This thing, and is- the selector is the input element and the type radio, and we can copy paste. But if you want to understand the thing, basically it's only this. This is for us. Well, it's very well documented. So let's go with the flow and see how it looks for us. Let's forget about this for the time being, and let's let the console alone. Open our files. Again, if you want more velocity to it locally, this is just to, you want to do something very quickly, or after explaining, if you want to teach something without installing anything on your students, you can come to Python anywhere. Okay, static, and we can paste this thing. Uh, For us, it would be 000 because our background is from a different color. Uh, let's see if it should work without reloading. Apparently not. Uh, if the Python collect needs to be run every time you change the CSS, then an automation script is, should be good. Let's reload for the sake of experimenting. Okay, we can uh, we can verify this thing very quickly with our console. I think anywhere and take a look at let me swear static. Oh my god, now what? Oh, we are inside. Okay. And as you are seeing, the file is the same, so another collect static is needed. And now let's take a look at that. And we have, all of us, this thing. So not a lot. And we have our little emojis by themselves. Now, when you click, there will be no visual clue for the user. So we need to add some sort of rectangle when the user clicks in interaction. That's too much. Remember, this is hard coding. This is another problem we have to fix. And let's leave the radio buttons while don't do this. I'm going to edit this thing right here, but to do it, like because it will be overwritten. Display in the line, if I remember. Is that in line? Um, or is it possible? Radio buttons elements in line display. So it's inline block, but we used inline. So it's not quite straightforward. Look at all the code this guy have come up. Display inline, so wrapper class. So they are not sure if this is working. Should we go with the responsive? Instead, I don't know what's more important. I think this is more easy to fix than I don't know, gazillions of, I don't know. Uh, a lot of people have documented how to do it like this, or if we should concentrate on, like why are we receiving the same song? So if you are learning some web application and want an idea, so build a web application to toss a coin, draw a coin, toss coin, and give the output to the user. Toss a coin, give me the result. This thing is using Gemini, so it heads. And a single coin is tossed. There are two possible heads. So we get heads. But we didn't assign a thing to heads in the first place. So I think the LL model tweaking is more important. It has more weight than the CSS. Everything is important. But I am more curious about why are we receiving the same result. And yes, oh my God. Okay, so let's. Okay. My God, this was quite a tour. Okay, let's click here. Emosongi. Guy. There are ways to add memory to this to our chat applications, which is basically what we are doing without the continuity of the conversation. But I'm not sure if that will be the right approach. That give me a song that you haven't provided me yet. So there's uh, I want to understand why is always providing the same song name. If we augment the tokens in here, where is Canva? In here, and it's related to how much what I have seen, how much text you will get back. Um, so let's use the other instead of temperature. Let's use a top P, which is not present in okay top P from 0 to 1. Yeah, this is related to the size of the output. So random seed says that different if between say different calls will generate deterministic results. Okay, I'm going to just read. Same. It's always the same. So I don't know why it always stuck the same. Um, what we can do here is to stack stack. Now we have one, two, three, four, five. Now we have five. So if the number of tokens we were constraining the model to 64 tokens, so probably the thing was only two here. Now we need to, in the training, there was a way to, there is a way. There, um, there is a topic in which you can extract a list of these songs. It is called tagging and extraction. Uh, but I think we can't get away with this by going back to our screen. Dog. So the app wasn't running, and the app was not running, and so we will have to use that technique. And I didn't. I didn't- well, yeah, we'll do it live. We'll do it a live session tomorrow morning. Just let me let me put in here so we can have lots of options. But now I'm wondering about the temperature. So we will try 0 and 7. So having 1,000 tokens didn't make any difference. The songs are the same. Now let's try 0.7. Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs. But these things. The answer is now random. I mean, not deterministic. Uh, I need to review the basics because non-deterministic. Yeah. So uh, we will continue tomorrow. If I were you, I will choose "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough" by Michael Jackson. But all of these songs are great. Um, okay, and okay, we are family by Sister Sledge, and so I will review a little bit tagging and extraction, and then do a live tomorrow in order to hopefully not ridiculize myself in the process and see how it goes. But I really hope to be very early in the morning, hopefully, so we can achieve to do more things in the day. It's always the same. So thank you very much for your 3 hours, um, almost 4 hours. But it is an opportunity to review the tagging and extraction and learn or practice a little bit more of this LangChain integration, using LangChain to integrate LLM models to your applications. How do you like it? And this thing, the style in the, oh my god, the Django style, making this to work was quite too. So thank you very